How's it going, YouTube? So recently, in like the past 3 videos of mine, I've been telling you guys that I moved into my first home or new home, and I've been telling you guys that I wanted to make an office tour because it's not only like an office where I do school and edit videos, but it's also got some fishing stuff. Just thought it would be a cool video to make, and maybe you guys can even give me some input on some stuff I could change, some stuff I could buy to make this place better. I spend 90% of my time in this room because it's got everything I need. Other than a microwave and a fridge, you know, I could live in this little office den space. I don't want to ramble too much. We're just going to go ahead and jump into taking a look at every inch of this room. For the most part, everything in here is from Ikea and Amazon. It is cheap. I did not spend a ton of money on this room, other than if you're counting like camera equipment or like my computer setup. The rest of everything in here is cheap. So I will leave Amazon links and Ikea links to everything in the description in case you guys want to get maybe a shelf, maybe the pegboards or whatever it be for yourself. But let's go ahead and jump into this video, I guess. Also, I am aware that you guys don't like the videos that are not on the water. If I look at my analytics, I see that like my kayak review video and like all the videos that I do when I'm not actually out there fishing and I'm actually just like talking does not do well. You guys don't like it, but that's fine. I don't care. I'm making these videos for myself to look back at. So if you guys don't like this video, that's fine. Click off of it. Don't watch it. Just maybe click thumbs up and then leave if you don't want to watch it. I don't know, whatever. Let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start in the corner of the room. As soon as you walk in the room and come to the left, you will see right here, we've got a calendar. This, to be honest, I don't update that often. Like up until yesterday, this was still in February, even though we are basically done with March as of the time I'm recording this. But it does help sometimes, especially like if I've got a busy month. It's nice to have. I usually write like my schoolwork, my days I have to go to class, exams, stuff like that. Like tomorrow, or actually today, I have to do homework. Tomorrow I gotta go help my dad do some stuff. I gotta go get a haircut, and you know, it just helps me stay kind of organized. Then over here on the notes, I don't know if the camera is gonna pick that up. I'm gonna take some B-roll also, but it says I will hit 100,000 subscribers this year. That is shooting for the moon, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna really grind it. I'm trying to make content, even if you guys don't enjoy this content, I'm trying to at least post once a week. And then to do just film content and basic stuff. Next over here on this wall, we've got a bass picture. Looks like he's got a spinner bait in his mouth. This was from a random thrift store. My girlfriend loves going to random thrift stores and buying what I consider to be junk, but for once in a very rare occasion, I will find something I like. I think there's 2 things in this room that you'll see are from a thrift store, and this is one of them. It was like $1. It's a really cool painting, and it's like textured in 3D. I don't know, I just wanted to fill wall space, I guess, but we're gonna keep moving ahead. You guys can kind of see right here, we got a shelf. This is I want to call it the Billy shelf from Ikea. I could be completely wrong in that, but it's a big shelf. I think it's about yay high, I don't know. I just keep a bunch of random stuff on it. Up here, you guys probably can't see. You'll see in the B-roll shot, but we got the like remote RC boat. Then on the top, we also have my expo marker stuff. We got some hats up there, drone stuff, camera stuff, SD cards, a picture of my girlfriend, more camera stuff, more random boxes, and more random boxes. I wanted to get something to just store a bunch of random stuff on. And ideally, I wanted to get like doors to put on this to cover it because I didn't want it to be out in the open. But it was really cheap, and it's a pretty decent sized shelf. If you guys try to buy like a big shelf, you'll see like they cost hundreds of dollars. This was like 50 bucks. So can't go wrong with it. And it is what it is. It's all showing and it looks messy, but I guess it just describes my life. I'm a messy person. All right, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because we are not a tech channel, we are a fishing channel, but you will see right here my desk. I have my laptop, and then we have 2 monitors, and in the back there is my actual PC. And then we also have my Xbox. This is actually 2 Ikea desks that I just kind of merged together. It's not even like even. You'll see there's a little crack. I'll actually zoom in and show you guys. But there's a little crack in this desk, and that is just because the floor is not flat or something. I'm not too sure. I've tried everything to make it as even as possible. It just will not work, but it is what it is. All right, so now let's talk about some stuff that you guys actually care a little bit about, fishing stuff. You'll see I have 2 pegboards. We've got one over here, we've got one over here. This one I was trying to keep as like freshwater only, and then I want to keep this one as saltwater only but I just wasn't able to. I have too much stuff. So the saltwater stuff kind of made its way onto the freshwater one. And I was thinking about getting more pegboards and putting them above these two or somewhere else on a wall in here, but there's not a lot of wall space. And if I put them above these two, it's going to be pretty high. I just don't know. We'll see. I might go ahead and go through and just take the majority of the freshwater stuff down and put it in a box because I don't do much freshwater fishing anymore. But I have it organized pretty well. Like you'll see over here, we've got an NLBN section, and so like everything on this shelf, these are all going to be NLBN mini mullets. We've got quite a bit, 1, 2, 3, we've got like 10 packs. And then right here, we've got like more 3-inch NLBNs than anyone actually needs, and that's not even all. I have even more of that stuffed away in a tackle box somewhere. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. These pegboards were kind of expensive though. I got these on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description, I believe, for the pegboards and for whatever you call these things, hooks, keepers, I don't know. It was like $70, which is a lot of money. This is 140 bucks just for that. But I just love how it displays it. When I put it up, my girlfriend was like, it feels like I'm shopping at a fishing store. And then when my friends come over, they make jokes about that too. But unfortunately, nothing here is for sale. And I keep track of inventory. So if anyone's watching this and you come to my house and you take even one little thing off of this pegboard, I'm gonna know. Trust. No, I'm not. All right, next right here, you guys will see we have rod holders mounted on the wall. I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about this because pretty soon I want to make an entire video actually going over, you know, all of my rod setups. So don't want to take too much time talking about them and showing you guys them. In that video, we'll talk about every rod, every reel, what specs the rod are, what lines on the rod in the reel, and what lures I throw on it, etc. Although you guys only will see 7 combos, but 8 rods on this shelf right now, I have probably owned every reel or every rod that you have thought about buying or are currently thinking about buying, because my #1 problem is I'll buy something and I'll use it for a couple months and it'll be great. It'll be a perfectly good rod and reel, but for some reason I like to try a bunch of new stuff, and then like within a couple months I sell it on Facebook Marketplace and I buy something new. So you'll see like there's a theme here. I've got a couple of the same reels, but I've used pretty much every reel you can think about. Now below that, you'll see we have a desk here. It's just got a bunch of random stuff on it. If I'm being fully honest, there is no organization. I just wanted to have a little workbench to, I don't know, put some stuff on. This bench was actually free, or this table was actually free from my girlfriend's family. You'll see over here we've got some pliers and some line, a line spooler and some lure glue. Then underneath there we've got some lures just sitting there, and then we've got some reels sitting there. And then even lower than that we have another shelf with just some random stuff. I know in that back box there's like some reel grease, and then in that brown paper bag my buddy got like a goodie box from spending so much money at a tackle store, and he gave me it. I don't know, just literally a super random shelf or table here. We've got a reel on the table, we've got a random NLBN mini mullet on the table, and then some more random lures. And then this bottom section is all going to be tackle boxes. Even inside of those 2 plastic boxes right there, those has more tackle boxes. Then we got the inserts for the tackle boxes, then we got more tackle boxes, then we got a tackle box full of lures. That is my designated like broken lure tackle box. So like anytime I'm on the water and I catch some fish or I snag a lure and it gets ripped, I'll glue it with that glue that you saw earlier, that's right there, and then I will shove it into that tackle box and just let my friends use it if they want to come fishing with me or whatever. I'm not too sure. There's no really specific reason, but there's no point in throwing out perfectly good lures in my opinion. All right, so lastly, we have this corner. You'll see there's a tackle box on the ground. That is what I take when I'm like doing a long extended day trip. I normally just put everything in my camera bag. I really don't need to bring that much with me. I kind of plan out my day and I know exactly what I'm gonna throw during that day. So I don't know, there's no reason to bring a huge tackle bag. It's just more stuff to carry and more stuff to take space on the boat. But this is just a random white shelf from Ikea that I've had for probably 8 years. And it's not even full. And even though there's stuff on some of the shelves, the stuff that's on those shelves is just kind of pointless. You'll see like I've got some fillet knives. I've got a random 4-leaf clover from like 2008 when I was a young kid. And then you'll see there's actually a GoPro. That is the first GoPro that was ever created. or the first one they've released, I guess I could say, to the public. And I got that as a gift when I was really young. And it's actually got footage of me in Crystal River scalloping on it. So I just figured I wouldn't get rid of it. And then we've just got a random camera. This is from a thrift store I mentioned in the beginning. That painting and one other thing was from a thrift store, and it's going to be that old Kodiak camera. It's super cool if you ask me. I think it was like 15 bucks. It doesn't work, or at least I don't think it works. I don't know how to use it, but I don't want to mess with it because I feel like I'll break it if I touch it. And then underneath that, we've got a random cigar box from Arturo Fuente because my father's friends with him, and I don't know, I just needed to fill some space on my shelf, I guess. So that's pretty much it for my fishing room slash office. It's nothing crazy. I told you guys, don't expect it to be some $1 million office studio thing with the coolest things in the world. It's simple rod holders and pegboards and desks. But I wanted to make this because I just love how this room came out. Overall, I'm extremely happy. It's not the fanciest thing in the world, but it gets the job done. And I love having my computer in the same room as all this because I can play video games, edit a video, do homework, and then roll my chair 5 feet this way and come over here and start preparing my rods for tomorrow or charging my cameras. Like, I don't know, I just love how the room came out because I have one room to do everything in. And like I said earlier, I spend the majority of my time in this room. Forgot to mention in the video, and it's kind of hard to show you guys, but on the ceiling, there's actually speakers. This entire house has surround sound into every room. So, you know, like when my girlfriend's not home and I want to have a little party, I'd be playing music really loud. My neighbors probably hate me, but I'll play music, just vibe in here, you know, work on my reels, do some maintenance to them, rig up rods for tomorrow, charge camera batteries, whatever it be. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. Most of the time we're out there on the water because my viewers don't like when I'm doing videos like this. I don't know why. I think some videos inside the house, for example, this one is kind of cool. I love seeing other people's setups. I've watched videos like this myself multiple times. So that's another reason, I guess, that I wanted to make this. We'll end this video with a little bit of a hint of something that might be coming soon to the channel. I'm extremely excited about it, but I'm trying not too much to get my hopes up because it's not 100% yet. But let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. You might have noticed it earlier on my calendar, but here's a little hint onto some future content to the channel.